Hey everybody, it's Jason with the Boardgame Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a game called Nimalia. Nimalia is a game published by many different people. Lucky Duck Games, BlackRock Games, and La Botte de Jeu. It's French, I don't know how to say it, I'm sorry. Published by William Levin. Sorry, I'm not good at names. Plays 2 to 4 players, 30 minutes, ages 10 and plus. And what you're doing in this game is you are trying to create a nature preserve. And I don't understand why you want to get animals next to each other, but let's see. You want the animals to live in harmony. So you're going to be creating a nature preserve with animals living next to who they want to live next to. What that really means is you're going to be placing tiles or cards that look like this. They're going to have 4 different sections. They may have multiples of the same type of terrain, but different animals, a whole bunch of different patterns. And you're going to be placing those in a grid to score points over the course of 5 rounds. And there's 4 different ways to score points. Multiples will score each round, and that's the game. A little bit of drafting, some tile laying, cool little puzzle. Let's go on the table. Check it out. All right, so here's a game of Nimalia, all set up for 2 players. Setup is basically the same for every player count. You're going to make the scoring track here with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different cards. Put your scoring marker on 0. Shuffle all the rest of the cards. Deal each player 3. And then you're going to set up the scoring grid. In the first game, it says to use these 4. I've played a couple, but these are the easiest ones, so I just put those out. And then you're going to put the little round tracker, which shows you which way you're passing cards. But in a 2-player game, there's only 1, so it doesn't matter. And then we're ready to go. Now, what we're trying to do in this game is we are trying to build a nature preserve. And we're going to be doing that by playing cards that have 4 different sections and different types of animals and terrain. Now, when you play your first card, you can play it anywhere. After that, a card will have to be placed at least on one other one. So I could do it like that if I wanted to. I don't, but that's how you could play. Or 2, you just have to at least cover up 1, and you can never tuck under a previously played card. All right? So the way this game works, we're each going to pick a card, and then we're going to pass. So let me pick a card. I think I'm going to pick this one. So I'm going to take this one. I'll go ahead and flip it. And then we'll orient it when we're done. They'll pick this one. All right. Then I take these, and they get these. Now we can make a grid how we want to. I'm going to orient mine this way, and they're going to put theirs that way. All right. Doesn't matter at the beginning, but that's how I wanted it. All right. And I'll explain why I'm doing things the way I'm doing them as I'm playing. And let's go ahead and put this one like that, and we'll pass this one, and they will do I have no water, so let's try to get some more penguins. Let's go like that. Okay, got another penguin, and then I get that card. All right, then they play the third card down, trying to place it wherever you want. And let's do boo. Yeah, that's fine. We're going to do it like this. No. Let's do penguin score this time. Let's do this. Okay. And then they will play this. Let's scoot this over. All right, and then we're ready. We are done. Now, one more rule is when you're playing your cards, you have to adhere to a 6x6 grid. So right now I have 3x3. They have 4x3. So you can't go past a 6x6. It's pretty easy to see. You don't have to think about it too much. All right, so now we're going to score for round 1. Round 1 is going to score these 2 cards. They're connected by the scoring track here. Round 2 will score these. Round 3 will score these. Round 4 will score this and red. Round 5 will score these and yellow. Okay, so the first thing to score, we're going to score this one. You're going to score your largest Savannah group. Or yeah, I think it's Savannah. Well, yellow grid, yellow terrain. So in this case, my largest is 2. Each one of those will be worth 2 points, so I would get 4, and I'm yellow. Then that player has 1, so they will get 2 points. All right. Then we're going to score penguins. Now, penguins are going to score 3 points for each penguin that's in a column by itself. So I have 1, so I will get 3 points. They have 3. 1, 2, 3. So they will get 9 points. So they put a lot of their effort into the penguin game, and that's where we are. Now we're moving on to round 2. You would pass cards a different way, but in a 2-player game it doesn't matter. But if you are playing a different game, you can flip that over. All right, and then we'll put this down. We'll play one more round, and then I'll talk to you. We'll go back up to the top, and we'll see what we think about it. All right. So let's see. I'm going to keep now. We're going to score differently. So in this round, we're going to score green and yellow. So penguins and gorillas that are next to water. So orthogonally adjacent to water. That's what we want. Okay, so I probably need to get a gorilla. So let's do this right like that. Let's slide this over a bit. Okay, so I did that. They're going to play one of their cards down. They have a gorilla next to water, so they're good there. They would like to get another penguin, I think, because the penguins is rocking. So they're going to do this right here. And then I take these cards, and then I get one. I'd like to get another gorilla. Ooh, I don't know. Ooh, do I want to cover up? No, I don't want to cover up the penguin. So let's do this. That will give me another gorilla. Next to water. Doesn't matter next to each other. They just got to be next to water. And then they'll get this card, and they will play. They want another penguin. So they're going to go like this. 2, 4, 6. So they're 6 wide. They can't go any wider. And then I get this card, and I will play it right like... dang. I don't want this one. I don't want to cover up my penguin. Don't want to cover up that. Boo. Alright, let's just do this. We're not scoring for tan right now, so we'll just do that. Alright, and then they will play their card. I forgot to play their card. They're going to do another gorilla if they can. They can. Nah, they can. Yeah, let's do this. Right there. All right. So now we score. So the way that we're going to score this round is we're going to score penguins again. So I will get 3, 6. So that's 12. And they will get 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So they're 26. They're killing it with the penguins. And then we'll do 2 points for every gorilla next to water. So 1. 2 for me, that's 4. And then 1, 2, that's 4 for them. All right, and that is round 2. Then we move on to round 3, and we would do blue and red, and then we would do round 4, these two. So the only one I haven't shown you yet is red. That's rivers. That's these here. You're trying to get points for whoever, 5 points for whoever has the longest river, 2 points for whoever has, a river the second longest, and then that. And once you've done all 5 rounds, that's the end of the game, and whoever has the most points is the winner. There are 50 and 100 tokens if you go past the 0, which is possible. We did do that in a couple of our games, so those are handy. They're there if you need them. So that is how you play Nimalia. Let's go up to top, see what we think about it. All right, well, that was Nimalia. So let's talk about the components, because that's what we do up at the top. There aren't really a ton of components. There's the cards, which I showed you some already. This is the back. They're nice quality. They're not linen finished. The art's fine. I don't necessarily love the art on it, but you can see what everything is clearly, and I appreciate that. There's 4 wooden bits of different shapes that are keeping score. This is a sun. I'm assuming this is a water droplet. There's a couple more that I put away already. Cool little round tracker that you can flip for passing different directions. Tons of different goal cards. So here's one on the back. There's a different one. So there's like 15 or 12 of them or something. Each of them are double-sided. That's really cool. So the components are pretty good. I can't really complain there. I do like them. But my favorite part, I really like this box art. Fantastic box art. Huge fan. Like it. So let's talk about the gameplay. So this is a simple little drafting game, tile placement game. It reminds me kind of Honshu or the Hanging Gardens, where you're playing cards down, but you can't just play a card on the table. You always have to cover up something else. So as you're playing stuff, you may have to cover up something that scored on a previous round to help you get points now. So you're trying to balance, you know, how you want to play your cards, where you want to play them, what animals you want to get next to each other, and all that kind of thing. It's an easy game. It's simple. It's fun. My only complaint is it almost seems like it's too fast. I played a couple games of this and like we were just getting into it and then it was over, which is not necessarily a problem, but just keep that in mind that you're going to just be getting into it and then it's going to be over. So not a negative, just something I wanted to address for me. So I like this game. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to give it a BGM Accept the Seal. I want to give this a 7 out of 10 on BGG, which is a 3.5 out of 5 wrenches. On our arbitrary wrench scale, that means absolutely nothing, but we like to give it the games that we enjoy, and that's what I'm going to do. So that is Nimalia from Lucky Duck Games and others. I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and as always, keep gaming.